Well, we're back with EU4's post-season races. We're here for the second round at the... I can't remember the name. We're in Sao Paulo. Well, just outside Sao Paulo.
Interlagos.
Well, I get shouted at when I call it Interlagos. But we'll go with Interlagos. And the EU4 guys have chosen to do the 2010 cars this week. So we have a selection of McLarens and Red Bulls and one Ferrari. Because someone was brave.
Ooh, there's a yellow flag already.
There it is. I'm assuming Joel's on the pad, is he, this week again?
No, he's got on the wheel. Not very confident with. They're very difficult. There's
well, we'll see how...
There's an array of Red Bull and McLarens because the McLaren is the fastest, but its handling and grip isn't particularly very good, so there'll be a lot of spinalos. And the Red Bull is great through the corners, but it is horrific in a straight line.
And then traditionally the Ferrari is the sort of middle ground between the two, but
it seems to be half a second slower than the McLaren, so it's basically McLaren and Red Bull. 10th between them, and then the Ferrari sort of is
yeah.
bottom.
I'm surprised we've let Joel on the wheel, if I'm honest with you, mate.
It'll be fine. He ain't gonna win. That's how confident I am.
Okay.
He won't win. He's been worrying about the lack of grip for the last half an hour, so...
Yeah, but he moans all the time.
Well, yeah.
So I shouldn't be talking about him like this on stream. Sorry, Joel.
It's
alright, we were teammates.
The problem thing we're going to have tonight is what we had, I think, on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday when EU3 were around Suzuka. They're all white dots, so you don't know who's who. You're just going to have to guess and be like, that's that person.
Yes. Yeah, there is that issue. However, we know exactly who this next man is because he's the only Ferrari out there.
Yes, and he's already been off. I have been watching.
Oh, back end switching there. Bernat's in the Ferrari then. I assume he's going to come in now and get a fresh set of tyres, is he? Yeah. No, he's going to carry on. Going for another one.
Ladies and Connell, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Hello.
Watch this chaos. It's going to have fun. The corners of note are turn 1 and 2, where people are struggling to put the power in to kind of delay. And it is the last real corner, the Is It Glock.
Yes, and speaking of Is It Glock, someone has just gone off there. Can you...
I'm going to name and shame.
Who are you?
It's Blades.
Is it? Ah, yes, we see him there in his Red Bull, skirting across the...
They are not pleasant.
No.
Shall we do some housekeeping? There's a little bit of housekeeping, just a smidge.
Crack on that, man.
There is a smidge. Most of these guys are EU4 drivers, which is good. We've got Mother, Stumpy, Joel, obviously. There's one more. Oh, Sunny Bob. Who decided to step in. It doesn't really matter too much about tiers because it's different cars, so the pace difference is kind of offset. It's
nice to see Clausen there taking the unorthodox line through the final corner.
We also have T. Smithy, who is a new joiner to the Contest of Speed community, so welcome. And there's a bloke down in 15th, and some of you will recognise him.
Yes.
ED2, I believe ED2 Champione.
I can't jump to him, he's in the pit at the moment.
Big balls bows.
Yes, I will be referring to him as Cajones for the next season. Should the tier listing stay the same, just because it's funny, isn't it? 2 of 3 or 4 drivers that have been actually added this evening into the EU4 community. So welcome. Yes, hello everybody. We're not normally this chaotic or this. well,
wouldn't say
unprepared.
chaotic.
Yeah. But normally we're a lot more prepared, we're a lot more polished. There's people not flying around everywhere. You know, it's... normally you can see who's who. But we're having some fun at the end of the year.
Yes, we are. I have been keeping
Have you been keeping track?
the EU4.
Oh, good man.
Being generous.
Who have we got at the top then?
It'd be second.
I believe that it'd be Spud after last week.
Last week is yes, Spud is leading the way. Sunny Bob is second. Raceway JJ, who's not here this evening, he picked up a podium in the F2 downpour Spa of only 6 finishes of that chaotic race. Steve also picked up some points. He got 4 points for qualifying on pole because we did F2, so points for pole.
That carries across. Steve, of course, not here tonight either. I think he has to work, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Shame.
I think the attendances are a bit hit and miss. I think
Yeah.
are now doing things now, especially in the UK. Bojo has released us
Yes, the
to our habitats.
i.e. the pub.
No, not so. Drink responsibly, children.
You're telling children to drink.
Just be careful. Just drink responsibly.
So Mozza then leading the way in its qualifying session, 109.9, first man into the 9s. He's had a bit of an off, it looks like, in his Red Bull.
Sonny Bob has also had a bit of an off. That's for the king.
It seems to be the exit of that Young Tao. I think it's Young Tao. Is it Young Tao that fine I've got? That sort of penalty. Yeah. That seems to be the problem. Where we are now with Mozza, the exit of here seems to be the problem, particularly with those without traction control. Of course, it's off camber and uphill and full throttle, so everything the car doesn't like.
Yeah, not really actually improving. Right? Oh no, I say that Joel is 4 temps up.
So it's putting him on pole at the moment. If he can finish that lap, let's jump to him. And it has indeed put him on pole. 109.6 for Joel.
Yeah, that's probably where he was earlier, so I think he's extracted all the lap time that he can out of that car.
Cajones rejoins us. Stumpy then marginally quicker through the first sector. Into the technical section in the middle of the track where that Red Bull he's chosen will be better than the McLaren.
Joel has had a 5-place grid penalty.
Oh no!
He's had a colisiones.
With somebody. Let's ride on board with Stumpy then, see if he can back end in check through here. Yes, he can. That downforce on Red Bull doing all the work for him.
3 temps up, so it's going to stick him probably P4. Yeah, by the looks of things.
And Stumpy goes through, and it does indeed go P4. 3.5 improvement.
Yellow flag again.
Let's see, the Wizard. Currently down on his time through the first sector, but he's still going.
Spud has finally got some kind of lap together, 111.1 as he crosses the line, and more time to find because he didn't take the narrow line up to the line.
Wizard then sets 2 split. What's he got? Marginal improvement, 60,000. A drive for the line now. Do we get the improvement? We do. 10.5 for the Wizard. It's not enough to get him back ahead of Stumpy though. Stays P5. So on board with another Red Bull now, Marina Rat. He's a 10th up through the first sector.
relatively strong performer towards the end of the EU4 regular season.
Had a solid qualifying last week as well, but the race didn't go his way. Was hunting down Spod for the lead, but ended up losing the back end of the car.
Yeah, some saying it's going to be between Marina Rat and Jack Hawkey for when the first new season starts on the new game.
It could be. I wouldn't discount. I
wouldn't discount someone like Shane as well.
Yeah. Shane will be up there. Cajonas will be up there. As Marina Rat improves by nearly half a second, but only by 1 position. Burness then in the Ferrari. Let's give the Scuderia some airtime, since there's only one of them. Red Bull have had far too much. So it's nice to have the V10, oh well, V8s, isn't it? These cars, the V8s out again.
Ours is exactly the same time.
It's right on board then with the Ferrari for a lap of Interlagos. Heavy brake for turn 1, running a lot of wing, I think. Only getting himself up to the 180 mile an hour mark.
Yeah, no aided gear, remember?
Turn 4, end of the first sector. I missed that split because I was watching the rev counter. It's nice to see engines actually rev to a decent RPM. To the middle sector of the track. This will be where the Ferrari's probably at its weakest, but still arguably stronger than the McLaren. Oh, back end steps out there, but he's kept it going.
Bruce, hello.
Yep, 3.5 tenths at the moment. If it can keep that car in check, which he's done through the difficult bit. Now just the kinks on the not so straight to navigate. Crosses the line. 1:11.8 improves, but does not change position. Needs to find himself around a second to improve his position there and get himself ahead of Sneaky Tom.
Yeah, Clausen is just finishing his lap. This will be his first timed valid lap so far. Looks to be a 1:10. It is a 1:10.6, so it's 9.
Speaking of people,
very congested.
Sonny Bob on a lap, but he's invalidated at the moment, so I don't know whether he's going to go again or possibly come into the pits. He's going to go again.
Do as well.
1:10.8 that last time. That would have put him just ahead of Marina Rat into 10th place. So he'll be hoping for a little bit more than that, I would think, this time around. No time on the board as of yet. 17.7 for Sector 1. It's not the quickest we've seen, but it's not bad.
Copying, I think, it's not adding Discord from what I've seen.
53.5 in Sector 2. Still clean so far. Let's see what he can do at the end of the lap. Crosses the line, and it's slower, 1:11.2. But it is a time on the board. And with just short of 2 minutes to go, we've got two men who don't have a time yet. And I think that window for them to actually get out and do one could be closing rather quickly. That's Blades and Jack Hawkey. Mozza has taken pole position as well, I've just noticed.
Yep, that
I
was
missed that. Yeah, I missed that. I did a bit of a Jordan there, missed that. 9.5. Joel is out again though. He's going to go try and beat that. Have some exciting news as well, everybody, for later on in the stream, so stay tuned. And this isn't me just trying to keep people involved, it's genuinely exciting news.
I can't wait for it.
Even you don't know about this.
No, and there's also, I realise there's someone missing still, so I'm just going to check.
Oh.
JRN.
Ah, yes, I did invite him. But,
He said he was joining through qualifying, so...
Let's get a shuffle on. You all at home will know how far Joel was up or down on his Sector 1 time. I wasn't looking. It's
classic.
Yep. It's alright though, we'll see it. Well, we'll know for certain in about 30 seconds time. A very short lap, of course, around here.
Shane improves. 1:10.2.
Good. That's
go again.
That is a good lap from Shane. Joel then, heading towards the Sector 2 split. He is currently quick enough for pole position. And Mozza has not come out again, so unless we're a long way behind, this could be it for Joel. Oh, he improved. He lost so much time in the third sector. He lost over a tenth.
Maybe you need to keep an eye on. Oh, not quite. You're so close.
Yeah. 9.587. 15 thousandths of a second away. Joel was on for a 109.4 until he lost something. He lost some amount of time coming out through that final corner. So let's see who else could be in the mix. Stumpy maybe. He's going slowly.
Spud is up marginally, so it needs a very, very good run to the line.
He's tucking in. Does improve. Not by much, but every little helps.
Marina was up and he's just made a mistake. He's off.
Yep, and that's him giving up on his lap. Blades is out. He's going to get one lap in, and it will put him P6 for Blades. Now apparently Blades was going out on the wheel tonight. Yes, I'm not sure after that, because he went out earlier and spent a lot of time on the grass, goes into the pits for a bit, comes back out and puts in a 1:10.2. I'm smelling this. I'm off on the pad, but I have no confirmation of this, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Good lap from Blades on the wheel. And that, I believe, is everybody. Everybody.
It is everyone.
It is everybody.
Joel to stop doing some donuts and now actually go back to the pit lane.
He's just going to cross the line. He's going to cross the line. Yeah, cross the line's better. Well done, Joel. So we have it then. Joel in third place. Dylan manages to split the two COS named drivers. That's Mozza up front though in the Red Bull. So Red Bull, McLaren is the top five.
Joel will be going down to 8th though.
Good point. Behind a lot of Red Bulls.
So Stumpy 3rd, Shane 4th, Blades 5th.
Then
Bowles 6th.
Yeah. Then the Wizard will jump up as well to 7th. Then Joel in 8th. Spod 9th. Klaus in 10th. Marina at 11th. Sneaky Tom 12th. Sonny 13th. Pernas 15th, I believe. in the Ferrari. Yep.
I mean, Jared, it's not looking like he's going to be here.
No, I don't think he's not gonna make it in time, bless him. He's not got long. In fact, I think he's missed out now, if I'm honest.
Yes.
But the show must go on. We will go racing, with or without him.
Would you like to tell the lovely ladies and gentlemen what the weather is? Because we already know what it was.
Oh yeah, it's light cloud all the way, both in qualifying and the race. Sao Paulo has been particularly boring with its weather the last 2 days.
Yes, realistic weather.
Yes. Yeah. EU4 are the 100% guinea pig in the sense that because I'm doing it, they're getting realistic weather all the way, all week. Even I was going to say, but no, all the way until season 8, when hopefully everybody will. A couple of the tiers will be doing it as well, but for the most part, they'll be on dynamic.
Oh, he's joined! No!
He's missed out.
He's missed out just. Is there a formation now?
There is.
Yeah, there is.
But there's no.
Because the second row of the grid would have jump started.
Ah. Yeah, there is a formation that. But there is no. No car for him on the grid, so Jaran misses out.
Close but no cigar.
That's the one.
Oh, look at all the tyres. Oh, look, they're all dry.
There will be a pit stop involved here.
We have had a disqualification.
Yeah, they'll just hit each other.
It's been hit twice.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure Smithy and Jack will each done so to each other. Beautiful,
nice, you love to see it. There we go, strategy there across the bottom of the screen.
It is a one-stop.
It is. There is a two-stop option. Are we likely to get a safety car? Mozza's flown round here, actually, I've just noticed. He's absolutely flown round.
Someone is on the move. Keen to get going.
Yep. So Mozza then takes his place on the grid. Interlagos, of course, an anti-clockwise circuit, one of the few on the calendar that is so.
Fingers crossed everyone makes it through the first lap, but I think this is gonna get tasty.
Yeah, there is a high likelihood of a safety car here. The track, of course, starts off very wide, as we see here, where you can get 3, even 4 across it, and then on the exit of turn 3 it narrows down quite a lot. So let's see what these guys can do. 5 lights, but we know the drill. We wait for the revs. Here we go. And they're away into. That's a great start there from Shane in the McLaren. Shane into P2. Can he take the lead? No, Dylan's going to go back round the outside, but Shane says no. Can't hold position though. He's now got himself into 3rd ahead of Stumpy. Mozza has flown away though off the start.
Joel's done 14. Joel's round. Joel's off.
And we've got a full course safety car.
We have Clausen has dropped it off the start and then dropped it again. So that was interesting.
We've got 2 McLarens with damage there at the back. That's Joel and Clausen. Smithy's good.
It'd be interesting to see if they're in the same pit box, because anyone that watched EU3 on Tuesday, you'll notice that people are in the same pit box of different constructors.
Yes, it goes on the order you join the lobby in. So first and second to join will get a pit box together. 3rd and 4th, etc. We won't see anybody pit now, of course, under this safety car.
Yes, we do.
Well, apart from the damage, obviously, but I was meaning for tyres. So the big winners then, immediately, Jack Oakey at 4 places. Bernas, Sonny and Sneaky Tom, although Sneaky Tom is coming into the pits. He got that 5-second penalty for a collision.
He's probably got damage for, yeah, he has.
Yes, he has. Let's see if he's...
going to be sharing the same pit box?
Who knows? I think he's got away with it. I don't think... Yeah, there's no one else coming in. And Sneaky Tom is away. Plus everybody else having wing changes, so they stay behind him, despite him having that 5-second time penalty. The circuit here at Interlagos has a very, very long pit exit that is taken generally at flat out, so Moz has told me to keep an eye on this. When he goes into the pits, we're to watch his exit because he's likely to how shall I put this? That's the one. Yes. Yes. He's likely to do something silly.
Oh no.
So we'll see what happens. Cars all forming up then. We'll get one more lap behind the safety car, as those guys who pitted haven't quite caught up yet.
It's the rear stability, we saw this last week.
Yep, that's how I eventually ended up retiring from the race last week. Because of rear stability. Took a little bit too much curb at Degner 1, and then the back end of the car said, no, you've got to be kidding. Got a tank slapper, managed to pull the correction, and then that was too late to make the second Degner. And then the wall cometh. Yes. So while we're waiting for these guys to march around the circuit, Jack Hawkey then the big winner of that early phase, 5 places up. Losers, Joel and Clausen down 7 and 6 places. Yeah, so just whilst we're waiting then for these guys to come around, safety car should be in this lap, I would imagine. I'm gonna do some plugs. Yeah, so cars will be racing every day this week as normal, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. ED is not doing anything in this post-season period, so nothing on Friday or Saturday though, unfortunately. Let's jump on board with Dylan then, as he's chasing Mozza down in first place. Make sure you tune in. We'll be racing at 9 PM UK time Monday to Thursday, and then the AM guys will be racing at 9 PM Eastern on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Or just, I think it's one day.
Are they just doing the one now?
Yes.
Oh, Mozza's gone early. He's gone early here, and it's caught Delandra napping, and Shane, however, is right on the ball. Is he going to go for a move down the inside of turn 1 on the Red Bull? He is. Can he make it count where last time around he couldn't? Not quite.
Oh, contact. Oh, and again.
They'll seem to have made it through unscathed. Look at the pace of this McLaren now, charging down the inside. Little touch between them. That in the modern cars would have sent them spinning, but these, all the grip is at the front end. It doesn't disrupt it too much.
Sorry for Smithy, they got absolutely eaten up by, just got caught out by people in the wrong place. Jack Hawkey, that's the inside of turn 5, that would be another warning as well for exceeding the track limit, so penalty and then a further warning. Mazda has pieced the scene.
He has. Blades, however, is on the back of Shane, but this is where I think that McLaren will just have the power in a straight line. He may even challenge for second place as well.
Oh wow, look Too tempting.
Oh, he's... Oh.
Stop being Spud. Stop
Yes,
Spud.
silly goose.
Two
Yep,
positions there.
he has. But he's closing back in. Marina Rat's retired in... Is that in the pit lane? Oh, has he? Yeah, that was in the pit lane, so no risk of a safety car there. Spud, though, right on the back of the Wizard. No, don't try it there. Thinks better of it into turn 6. Be such a silly goose. That mistake by Shane has allowed Dylan to give himself a little bit of breathing room. And Sonny's gone. He's gone. Yeah. Oh, full spin there. And wing damage as well, I believe, to boot.
Spuddy's lost the nut position. Oh, big tank slapper.
And we've got someone else round. That's at the very back of the pack.
No, that's...
Oh, is that Marina Rat's car?
Car decides to rejoin it. Yes.
Okie dokie. Burnus then, who just managed to get himself ahead of Jack Hawkey there as well. And then onto the back of Spud.
Oh, this is where McLaren's just going to absolutely just eat it alive.
Straight through. Up the inside. And Sonny Bob has also retired in the pit lane. Okay, we are 6th of the way through the race already. And all 3 cars there. Oh, Burnus, poor exit! Turns in on Joel. Who then loses... No, he doesn't lose out to Sneaky Tom because he gets a tank slapper.
Yeah. Oh, there may be something I will have to address after the race, but that's we'll crack on.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're having a good time. Let's see, will Joel be able to get Burnus, who can see ahead of us? Burnus has gone defensive.
That was a corner cut off.
But the Ferrari... Oh! Yeah, the Red Bull seems to be a little bit eager on the throttle. And there goes Joel. On the outside of the Ferrari. Gives him a little tap for good measure, and Sneaky Tom takes advantage. And is that Burnus round, or is he okay?
No, he took another little tap from Tom as he came through.
Yeah, but he's still in the race though, that's the main thing, and battling with Smithy then for P13.
Well, Smithy's got a set up or not, or whatever he's using the car. It does not. He just tried to brake normally into the corner, and the back of him was like, nope, no, I'm not.
Nope. As Blades is all over the back of Shane as well.
Has got Tom out of the corner.
McLaren in a straight line is just so much better.
Though Tom's in slipstream still has a chance, may look for a lunge. Or doesn't though, but Kraus goes deep. Tom gets out of shape. And we try again.
Switched back underneath, but not quite there. This time McLaren's so fast in a straight line. It's just not enough room to make the move stick. Blades is finding that out as well, up in 4th place, looking to try and get himself on the podium. All over the back of Shane's McLaren. Of course, these cars will have different performance in terms of tyre degradation as well.
Just lost 2 positions, Spuds. Held and gone through, Jack Hawkey's gone through.
Could see a move from Jack Hawkey there, he's right behind Spud.
Klaus is well off.
Yeah.
That's a big accident. That's maybe...
It's Hawkey versus Spud.
Red Bull versus Red Bull.
Up the inside he goes, and that's position gained. but Spud isn't going to let that go without a fight.
3 Red Bulls in a row. Let's see what happens.
Full course safety car.
Oh! Wow. Big Bulls Bowers has just had to get out of that. He was lining up an overtake on Spud.
Alright then, who do we think, if anybody, is going to stop at this point? I wonder. No task course for us, so we can't tell if anybody's got damage. Can't tell what percentage of wear people's tyres have. I would imagine we're going to see a couple of McLarens come in. I would if I was them, personally. Just because those rear tyres on the McLaren don't seem to be in a good place. Race lead is coming in. So let's see. So here we go then. I'm going to stay with Mozza. I know a lot of people are coming in. Jack Hawkey stays out.
Burner stays out. Smithy's in. Clausen stays out. So only 3 stay out.
Let's watch Mozza's pit exit. It's not really under pressure because of course it's a safety car, so he does make it out clean.
Burners and Blades. Blades got out more importantly. Stumpy out behind Clausen. Whoa, that's not going to help Stumpy.
So we can see that who has and hasn't made a stop. Everybody except Jack Hawkey and Bernas. Have ventured through the pit lane at least once.
Bernas the only one not to stop. Jack Hawkey also the only one not to stop.
So I would imagine then the guys that have just stopped are now on essentially a 2-stop. They can probably make it to the end on this set of tyres. I wouldn't like to do that. That would probably hurt, so I would imagine they'll come in around lap 22 for a fresh set of tyres.
Just 6 more drivers for the penalty bingo for tonight. We had it last week. Can't remember what tier it was, but everyone had a penalty.
It was EU4 I think last week in the F2 cars. Bernas and Jack Hawkey. Now, them staying out would suggest they're sticking with a 1-stop. Yeah. So what are we looking at for a 1-stop? 18 to 20, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was 16 to 19, I think. 16 to 20. Obviously, they've had 2 safety cars, so they can probably go longer.
Yeah, it's whether or not they want to, of course.
But they probably won't need to because the fuel will be getting lighter, so they could probably stop around 17 or 18 and be fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, if I was looking at it, I'd probably try and stretch to 20 just so that you can push for the last 16 laps, rather than having to look after the tyres, but we'll see how they go.
You see, Jack had the pace though, I think. Sort of tucked up behind.
Yeah, a lot of other guys, wasn't he? Jack I'm not so worried about. Bernas I would imagine is going to start dropping down the order.
A, because tyres, and B, because the Ferrari's been here.
Yeah, safety car is in this lap. Let's jump on board with Mozza then.
Will Mozza go in the same place?
Well, Jack Hawkey's leading.
Jack Hawkey will go in the same. So would he go in the same place as Mozza?
Now, Brazil used to be a really interesting track to try and do safety car restarts around because the safety car line is actually quite early.
He's really slowed it down.
Oh, and he's gone, and Mozza's knackered it. Mozza's lost it. Dylan's gone very early, and that's before the start-finish line. He might have to give that position back. But Mozza was in neutral there. He went too far. He forgot he only had 7 gears. There's 2 cars behind. Look, fighting for position. That's Shane and Blades. And Dylan's in there as well. Dylan up to 2nd place. Blades up to 4th ahead of Shane. But the McLaren straight line speed now will probably come back to give him a hand. Throws the dummy down the inside. He goes. But the Red Bull's grip. Keep it. Blades going for a move around the outside now of Dylan, who's lost out to Mozza down that straight. Up the inside of 6. So close together. And they've managed to somehow avoid a hideous accident.
Clausen, I thought Clausen was going to be opportunistic and get past Shane because Shane went deep.
There we go. Jack Hawkey picks up another time penalty. That could be his undoing in this race, actually, because he has pieced the scene with Mozza's shambolic restart.
Spud Joel and Smithy, because Joel's so far behind. Burness has lost 2 places in 1 corner, and it's probably now going to be 3.
Yeah, I would imagine that there was a small collision there. Meanwhile, up front, Blades chasing down Dylan for 3rd place.
Here we go. Spud's going to go to the inside. Holds it around the outside.
And the Red Bull with the grip to hold it on the inside, but can the Ferrari use the straight line speed advantage it has? Not really. It's not as big as the one the McLaren's got. Stumpy on the back of Clausen.
Oh, Stumpy. What's the back end? Under braking.
Ooh.
Not the first time I've seen a Red Bull do that tonight.
No. Because these cars did not have traction control back in the day.
Interesting enough, Joel's taken 3 seconds out of the guys in front of him in this lap.
So I'm not overly surprised at that, to be fair. When they do have a gap, he has a gap to drive into.
Jack's dropped it. Jack's dropped it from the lead, Danny.
Oh no, and he's facing the wrong way. He's going to have to try. Oh, so someone else. Who's that? That's Cojones has gone. And we've got a 3rd safety car. Oh, why did you leave, Jack?
Oh, Jack.
You silly goose. Unless he rejoins. He can rejoin and retake control of his car.
I don't think he realises where he is.
No, or that he has a free pit stop now, essentially. The game will give him that pit stop, of course. The car will stay in, so if he can rejoin the session, he will be able to regain control of the RB10. Not RB6 even. Not RB10, the RB6. Burness, I think we will see stop now in the Ferrari. And then probably go to the end, if he can. There's little sense, at least in my mind, for him to stay out on track. Clausen pits. Yep, and Burness pits as well. And then we'll see the Red Bull there coming in just behind. For a wing change and a set of tyres.
Oh, dropped it. Kicked it.
Joel into the pits as well. This will be interesting. Does Joel need a wing? Because that might explain what happened earlier on. No, Joel just going for tyres. Interesting choice there. He can go to the end now, at least. So Mozza then back in the lead at the front of the field. Dylan in second place. Blades in third. Managed to get himself ahead of Shane. crucially. And
Well, that all escalated very quickly, didn't it?
It did really. We'll take a minute to decompress. In terms of the cars, we've got a lot of Red Bulls. McLaren-wise, I think we've got Shane, Clausen and Joel. Then Burness, of course, in the sole Ferrari. Everybody else is in a Red Bull. It's clear to see which constructor made the best car that year. And not just because it actually won both championships.
Well, what was it we asked earlier? Who won the 2010?
Well, we know who won the 2010 championship. A certain Mr. Vettel. Burness back into the pits. I wonder if he's just cycling tyres to get himself on the freshest set possible to get to the end on. That's maybe not a bad shout. I would hope we'll get another lap so that he can catch up if he doesn't manage it before we get to the second sector split. But all the wizards disconnected from 7th. And he's dropping down. Is he? Is that just people overtaking him? I think it is. And then coming back through. There we go. His car is still in 6th place.
I don't think he's going to let them overtake him because he's disconnected. So that's going to kind of.
That's going to hinder Spod downwards, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an internet outage because he's already disconnected offline.
Yeah. Safety car is in this lap and we'll ride on board with Dylan.
It's Red Bull domination in 2010.
So we get rid of that so we've got more of a screen to look at. See if he'll get caught out by Mozza's strategy again. Or will Mozza go for something different? Not quite as good this time, but Blades is on it. Behind there, he is. 3 Red Bulls now going for turn 1. Blades much better on the brakes, much later. Channeling his inner Ricciardo. Shane now, with the straight line speed of that McLaren, is looking very, very menacing in the mirrors of Pure Blades.
Oh, Smithy holds up front of the outside.
Oh, go on.
I like that.
Dylan, though, under pressure from 2 cars behind him now for 2nd place. Seems to be a theme. He seems to struggle on the restart. Blades has gone! Into the barrier goes the Red Bull. Lost the back end on the exit of turn 9. Wing damage for Blades, so he'll have to stop, and that is essentially his race over now, barring another safety car. Back up front though, Shane has managed to get himself ahead of Dylan though into turn 1. We're going round the outside, which becomes the inside, and then he comes across to block it. Back end of Dylan's car stepped out. Still not happy now, and he's dropped down to P5, 6. The McLarens are charging through the field. Spot having a go now at the Danish driver. Looks like he's managed to get. No, he's let him back through. Caught some grass. Oh, go on, Joel. Oh, he has as well. He's gone round the outside. Clausen. He's not. Yeah, he's not made it stick though.
Toying with him.
Need to be careful though. That Red Bull of Dylan is behind and looking menacing.
So Spud with the switch back
Oh,
underneath.
he just caught the end of it. Let's jump on board with Joel in the tow from Clausen's McLaren. Also with the fastest lap, a 1:11.2.
Thomas would love to see that. Hopefully should be on commentary tomorrow with Lewis.
Fingers crossed. Here goes Joel though, switching back underneath Clausen, side by side. Who's going to be braver on the brakes? It's Joel. Oh, banger wheels, they're clean through. Oh, the Wizard's back in as Smithy gets past his car into 9th place. So Joel with some Joel with some clean track ahead of him to go and try and chase down the leading trio. Still with 17 laps to go once they cross the line.
Oh, Spud and Clausen side by side.
Yeah, Dylan's in the mix as well. Oh. Yellow flag, I believe. Yep, that's Blades. Lost it again at turn 9.
Burnhouse has just made a mistake as well. There's Smithy's right up the back of him. This is about 5th, that is feisty.
Joel has cleared that battle already, and Blades is off again.
Oh, Dylan just dropped it.
Has he gone again? Has he gone this turn? It's turn 9. He needs to be careful, he's going to get disqualified for going the wrong way. He's kept it on though.
Blades is spinning pit lane.
He's going to retire.
Time.
I would hope so. If not, he's just been very silly. Mazza with another fastest lap, 10.9. Oh no, Blades is cracking on.
Points to be had, Danny. Points to be had.
Is there?
Well, a couple of discounts.
Well, fair point, fair point. Still with Jack Hawkey's car as well, roaming around with no driver in it. And
Andrew has retired. There you go.
Fair play to Blades for keeping going.
He's got to stay in front. There you go.
Whose car's that behind him?
Jack Hawkey.
Oh,
Klaus back in. He's stepped out. Spud is harassing the rear end of that McLaren.
That's the obvious overtaking points around here. Turn 1 and turn 4. Oh, Clausen goes deep. Spud gets a much better drive out of the corner.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks.
Has he gone too early? You see that McLaren might just have the grunt.
He will do, look at that.
Yeah.
Quite close. Blades has retired, and it is a VSC. That is...
Turn 4.
No, someone's gone at the top of the hill.
Turn 10. That is a weird place to go. Let's ride on board with Mazza, see if we can see who that is. Yeah, that was Blades at turn 10. It's a very strange place to lose it.
So we can ask him later.
Oh yeah.
So down to theoretically 9.
Yep. Oh, that's going to ruin Stumpy's race. Drive-through penalty. Back to the battle for P5 though.
Wizard round the outside. Oh, gets it done.
Nice.
He's gonna try and hold on. Oh, he's just run out of road.
Spud closing in on Clausen, but Red Bull's maxing out. It's not quick enough. 190 mile an hour. Stumpy comes into service penalty.
The problem is for Spud, he's so good through the corners. That's the problem with the Red Bull. Down in the straights, it's not giving him the rubber. If you can follow him now through all the way through till the second zone, such a better run.
Oh! Chop the nose.
Welcome to the game. He's going to try displaying that undercut, switch back.
Is he going to try? See, if it was me, I might have been tempted. Yeah, I'd have been tempted with a lunge there.
Especially as he's got more penalties at the moment. Oh, is that off? Oh, Smith is off.
Turn 9 again, proving tricky. Spud with a better drive. Doesn't quite have the speed though.
It's that outside curve that seems to be the problem. Bonas picks up his first penalty. So just 2 to go.
Well, are we counting Stumpy since he's had a drive through?
Yeah, why not? One to go, so just
Spud needs to try something brave if he's going to get this moved on. That McLaren's just too fast in a straight line.
I know where I'll be trying it. Tichy knows where I'll be trying it. And it would be into this corner they're coming up now.
Nah, Spud gets a poor run through 5 and 6 though.
Look at it, like he just the back end of that.
See, if it was me, I'd be trying it here.
It's too far back.
Sling one up the inside.
The Ferrari of Bernas is a little bit all over the shop, and Stumpy is closing in.
And we've got a car off ahead of us. Who's this? It's Joel.
Joel. Oh, he's dropped it again.
Oh no!
And a classic that's 2 resets to track, by the way, on that corner.
Oh dear.
I saw it. I see everything.
Joel into the pits.
Don't do it. Don't you? Oh, you
Oh, Joel! No!
Stumpy's got past. Wiz's got past Stumpy.
All right, giving Bernas room to breathe. Not a lot of it, but some of it. So we're staying with this this battle for third, the final podium place.
Battle for third and battle for 6th, really. I'm not angry, Joe. I'm just disappointed.
I hope VAR are watching. What? Sorry? What? No. Spud then. He's getting close at the wrong points of the lap, isn't he? Is this trying time the run at that McLaren better?
Shane's had a little bit of a twitch. He was closing in on us actually. Kept it below 2 seconds.
We are into the final stint. 10 laps to go. When they cross the line next time around.
Battle for 5th is back on again.
We'll let's see if Spud can. No, he's not going to be close enough to try one there. Let's jump down to it then. Why do I want to look backwards, Cup Masters, when there's a fight ahead of me?
He's going to have the same problem. He's going to have to just follow him through unless he goes for an almighty lunge.
Well, that's the thing, the Red Bull and the Ferrari seem to be pretty equal in a straight line, so it's going to be all about the exit.
Bernas parks it on the corner.
Very, very good defensive driving there so far. Oh, goes very deep though. Just, you see, the Wizard got caught. That age-old problem of Yeah, that age-old problem of watching the car in front rather than yourself. We're gonna get... Oh, Stumpy's had to lock up and go deep. He'll probably get a penalty here for cutting that corner as well. No, he's got away with it. Good man. But that leaves the Wizard, the sole attacker of that Ferrari. Is he going to try it around the outside? He is. Oh, look at that. Swept through. And I would say we'll see if Bernas can keep up with him and have another go, but the Ferrari is not good enough through the middle of this circuit to try it next time round.
Improved so much over the last 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
He's a man with a little bit of confidence at the moment. Finished the season strong.
Back up then. Well, let's say that. Let's try one more and see if Bernas can get any closer. I don't think he can though. No.
He's got a great run through 1 and 2 again.
Oh, he has. It's the closest he's been so far. Can he try it round the outside?
No, because Carson moves across. That's probably a little bit too late.
So at this point, we don't care about the penalties. This is just a great fight. Not quite. He's going to wait, I think, to try and find a mistake.
That corner, he carries more entrance speed.
He takes a wider line on the entry. He has, yes.
Oz is in fact.
Well, we called it on the 2-stop. He tried to make it work. It's not going to make it work. But if he's coming there, that would mean that Shane will... Oh, he needs a wing change. That's why. Damage then. Let's see what he can do on his recovery then.
Let's see where Wizard comes out. I think Wizard's going to just beat him out. It's going to be quite close.
Wizard's easily beat him out. It's Bernas he's got to worry about. That Ferrari is the one that is ahead. He has come out ahead. I would expect Mozza to make a very, very easy and quick job of dispatching him.
Bingo, bingo, bingo!
Yeah, everybody with a penalty. And Mozza there down the inside gets a clip for his trouble. Did make that move very late though, in fairness.
I can tell you the penalties.
Oh, Spod! Look out, got so close. I think he tried to go around the outside. You need to tuck in behind, Spod, get the toe. You won't do it just on straight line speed alone. And that'll be Mozza going through at turn 1. Yep.
Danny, can we go to the penalties section, please?
We can, yes. Shane with 6. Oh, Spod! Made a mistake there. Went out of turn 5. I think the wing's okay.
Right. Let's the rear end. Let's see what pace he's got left then. If he's got the pace, he'll catch up to the back of him again.
He will. Needs to keep his head. He's got plenty of time still to try and get that position.
Oh, he's having another little mistake. It's been a bad lap. Stumpy. Oh, Stumpy's off. Well off. What's happened there?
Went through on Bernas, I think, and either got a little nudge or tried too much with too little grip.
Someone's off. Muzzer's off. Muzzer is off.
Oh, the man who looked like he was set for victory has just... Well, he's thrown it away, hasn't he? There's no other word oh, no other words to describe it. He has thrown it away.
It's going to be people's tyres are going to be close.
Clausen's probably in the best position out of the front three on tyres. 5 laps younger than anybody else around him. Wizard, Spud and Shane and Stumpy, I think, will be clinging on for dear life at the end of the race in terms of their tyre wear. Mozza will carry on, of course. He's not one to give up easily, and I think he can easily get himself back to P5, and then with Spud's penalties probably a bit higher than that. Speaking of,
has got the pace, Danny.
he has. Yep, he is closing back in. Straight line, of course, he loses out without the benefit of the slipstream to keep him there. Oh, he's trying too hard on the throttle. He's round, hit the wall, and that's the wing gone from that Red Bull. I say it's the wing gone, but there's quite a lot of it still there.
Left-hand side is
yeah.
knackered.
Just looking at the... oh no, Burness has got 2 penalties. There was part of me there that thought he might actually be able to pull that off without picking up another penalty, and maybe even getting himself on the podium, but I don't think that's going to be the case at the moment. I think unless Stumpy or Mozza can... Well, Mozza needs to get him on track, but Stumpy will overtake him on penalties at the moment to take 4th place. But the leading trio look pretty much set unless they make a mistake.
Oh, but that's got out of shape. Stumpy's got a great run.
I could see them just ahead of us.
Chops off again.
And Stumpy, not quite close enough.
Oh no, Stumpy's still the result. He's off, he's out.
Stumpy's gone. Are we going to get a safety car here?
Yes,
Full course safety car. That changes so many things.
Oh, Shane, no. Oh, he's had it absolutely under control. He's
Yes.
going to be livid.
Now, if you're Shane, do you stop for fresh tyres? Because I would. He's got a 20-second advantage, and his tyres are knackered. And he does. He does pick up speed. Oh, that's gone.
No.
That's lost it. Whatever benefit he had, he's gone. Just don't speed. That's all you had to do. Because Clausen can't afford to stop. The only other man who probably can is... Well, Burness can stop. The Wizard's going for it, though. Wizard is stopping. That's
Right.
bold. Yeah, that's bold. Shane just just missed the safety car. Bless. Right, Burness has stayed out on track.
He's had an interesting 30 seconds, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Needs to bring his composure levels back, though. Clausen. The safety car will not stay for very long. It might even go in this lap. The Wizard, I think, has made a mistake. Quite a big one, actually.
He will catch it. Spud will definitely not now because he's still in the pits. So
Yeah. I'm not even sure that... Well, actually, no, yeah, the Wizard will catch. So it's all down to Shane now. Clausen can be his cork in the bottle.
Smithy, go! Keep driving. There you go, that's why.
Safety car is in this lap. Remember, Shane has 11 seconds. That's 8 seconds advantage he needs over Clausen to keep the win.
4 seconds a lap he's going to have to put out.
Yeah, it's doable. Look, tyres are now 18 laps younger. So it's doable. He just needs to pick his moment and bolt.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's good restart actually from Shane. He's not exactly caught Clausen napping, but he's not let him get right up behind him either. We'll leave that battle as it is. Mozza then, the other man, much fresher tyres on that Red Bull. He needs to clear Clausen if he wants a chance at reclaiming victory. The safety car has brought him back into play. Of course, it's only 5 seconds that Shane needs over him in order to keep victory, with Mozza having an extra 3 seconds of penalties. We'll keep the penalty screen up now for the remainder of the race.
Oh, we're going to go down inside. Oh, big cut off. Carry on. Sorry.
No, it's alright, there's nothing.
Not very excited.
Shane then 1.5 seconds at the end of the first lap. We've still got Young Sao and the straight to go. And he's pulling away all the time down the straight. Mozza, great drive off the final corner, but will that McLaren have the straight line speed to keep him there? It will. They can't get past. Oh, can they? No, Mozza's gone. He's lost it, and he's out.
Swivy's dropped it. Spud's up to 6. Spud's going to be up to 5th.
Mozza trying a little bit too hard. Clausen then 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Remember, it needs to be 8 seconds at the end of this lap. Mozza leaves in a fit of temper. I can't blame him for that. He must be
actually win this from absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, well, don't count your chickens yet. All it takes is a penalty. Shane though, 3.2 now. He's gaining at every corner, but it's not going to be enough. Actually, no, the Wizard's still in this. If he can get ahead of Clausen, I don't know how he's going to do it, but if he can, he could take the victory here.
Run up to the line.
Shane then coming across the line. It's going to be around 4 seconds. It's not going to be enough.
Go on the Red Bull.
Clausen will take victory with the Wizard just missing out. Bernas in 3rd place. Good job from that man in the Ferrari. The Wizard comes on 4th. Spud in 5th. Smithy in 6th. Mozza will finish 7th. And is classified. And Jack Hawkey's ghost car comes home in 8th.
Oh, Jack. If you didn't leave. Oh,
he could have been on for the win. He could have been on for the win. I think there'll be 2 men there who will be bitterly disappointed.
Yes, Blades, thank you. I knew that was going to happen. Wizard would have been on the podium if it wasn't for the disconnect penalty that he gets.
He would have been 2nd, wouldn't he, I think?
Yep, it's 8 seconds.
Yeah. I would agree with the game's point there. Bernas driver of the day, bringing that Ferrari to 3rd.
The underdog car.
Yeah. I mean, it may well be 4th with the Wizards disconnect penalty, but either way, it's a fair drive to get even within a shout of the podium. So there we have it then. Race 2 of the post-season specials, if you like, complete. And it's Clausen who takes the victory from Shane. The penalties just adding up at the end. If he'd not sped in the pit lane, he'd have won the race. It was that simple. Bernas comes home 3rd, although the Wizard would probably have been ahead of both of those guys, ahead of him behind Clausen. Spud in P5 after the race he's had. I think he'll take it. Smithy on Cos debut in P6. Those are all your full finishes. Mozza is classified as P7 but retired with a lap to go. Jack Hawkey in P8, left the session early on, and his car carried on without him. Much like those horses at the Grand National when the riders come off. So, thank you all for joining us tonight. Before you go, I said there was big news, and there is big news.
Is it the Dacia Sandero?
No, it's better than the Dacia Sandero, dear Matthew. It's better than that. I am very pleased to announce, and this is the first public acknowledgement that this is going to happen. Contest of Speed will be hosting a 24-hour invitational event in around 5 weeks' time. It is for league teams to enter. There will be an application form going live on our social media accounts at some point this week, so keep an eye out for that. You can submit your applications once that goes live, and either myself or one of the other admins will be in touch to confirm your space on the grid. We're looking for 10 teams to enter initially, and that would be 2 cars per team, each taking a constructor from the 2020 grid. Format will be very similar to the LOE event that was held a couple of years ago, so we will run through the whole calendar with either one-shot qualifying or reverse grid qualifying and 50% races. There'll be more information coming out in due course as long as everything goes to plan, and that will include rulebooks, regulations, the application form, as I said, and our chosen charity as well, once we get their confirmation that they're on board. So we're looking forward to that one. And on that note, we'll call it a night. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure you tune in for the other EU races this week, and again next week to watch EU4 fly around the circuit that they decide to go for next time. Thank you all again very much for watching. We'll see you next week. Good night.